Hey everyone, this is Scott over here at the Crypto Dojo. Well, by the time you see this video, Gala Games' public playtest of The Walking Dead Empires will have concluded. I spent a lot of hours on this, and I'm going to share with you what I loved about it, some things that I feel that they can improve on, and I'm sure they probably will because, they're seeing my video and they're going to be like, hey, we need to take Scott's advice and fix these things. So anyway, come on back, and I'm going to give you an honest review about Gala Games' playtest, The Walking Dead Empires. Just a reminder that I'm not being paid or sponsored in any way to talk about Gala Games. So I'm going to give you my honest review of my experience. And again, this is my experiences with The Walking Dead Empires. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm never going to tell you to buy, sell, hold any crypto. Do your due diligence and do your own research. And before we keep going any further, if you like any of our content, please feel free to like, subscribe, share that video, and more importantly, please just hit that like button. It's a small click for you, but it's a really big deal for our small channel, and you're a part of it, and we are glad you're here. Okay, so on the 30th of this month, August 30th, up until basically 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today for about 48 hours, Gala Games allowed a public play test. That means anyone could join. As long as you had a Gala Games account, you can participate, or you could have participated in their public play test of The Walking Dead. To give you what I loved about it, what I liked about it, some things I feel they can work on, because again, this is an honest review, and I want to make sure that I'm not just going to be giving you all the positives, and because it's important. We learn more about what things to work on than we do what's going great. So I'm going to mix back and forth in no particular order. The Walking Dead Empires is an MMO, which basically means it's an open world. It's an open world format. Basically, anyone from anywhere, as long as you have a Gala account, can go on and you can log in and you can play for free, guys. You don't have to have NFTs, and I didn't. I came into this game, basically, I didn't buy an arsenal. I didn't buy any NFTs. I wasn't a character like Rick or Michonne or Daryl or any of those guys. I created my own character, which is, you have like 4 or 5 characters that are already set in there that are free. You can just click on what you want, give it a name, and you're in. The basic premise is you are in a post-apocalyptic world. Again, it's modeling itself from The Walking Dead, AMC's The Walking Dead. Now, I was a huge Walking Dead. Anything with zombie movies, I'm all over it. And so they modeled this game after AMC's The Walking Dead. And I have to say that there was a lot of things that were familiar. They had Rick's police car in there, and they had vehicles in there that were like, hey, that's the big RV, or that's this, or that's that. So there's some familiarity there. And basically what you're doing is you're killing zombies. You're creating a world, basically, from the apocalypse. So you're crafting weapons, and you're building headquarters, and you are, you're looking for things. And you can work with teams. So they had a chat option where you could chat. I think they had some channels where you can actually live talk with people and live chat. So you're basically building up headquarters, you're crafting weapons, you're just creating a life while you're killing walkers, and you're also being able to move up certain levels. You're unlocking things, and there's things in vehicles that you can find, and med kits. And those of you who have played these sorts of games in the past are going to find it, I think, familiar. Now, full disclosure, I am not a huge gamer. Okay, I'm really not. So that was really good, because I think for mass adoption of these games, you may not get the full hardcore, gamer. You may get the enthusiast. I think there was more challenges with the technical aspects of it. They had 9 zones, which is basically 9 servers, and they are going to expand and make it bigger, because it felt like yesterday, like 24 hours in, you almost felt like you were on top of each other, right? You were trying to build your HQ, and you couldn't because the other HQ was really close to you. And so that was something that I know they're going to work out. And again, that's what a playtest is. A playtest is designed to work out the bugs, to work out the kinks, to figure out what works and what doesn't. They're also taking information from us, from the community, that may have obviously some really good ideas, putting it in there, and they may apply those into the full launch of the game. My biggest challenge was trying to log in. So when you cross the boundaries from one zone to the other, it teleports you, like you're transported. But what happened with me, and this is only from my experience, it booted me off the game. So what I had to do is I had to go several times. I had to quit the game, go back to my browser, refresh that page, hit play again, and that became a little bit of an issue. And that was probably my biggest thing that I would like to see them, and I know they will, would be to work on that and make that more seamless so you're not getting booted off. And I know others in the Discord, that was happening to them too. And again, I'm trying to find room to have enough room to build an HQ where you're not going to be on top of each other. So, and you're collecting, to do that, you need wood, you need to chop down trees. There's a lot of wood, there's a lot of chopping. You have a baseball bat, it's your default weapon. You have a pick that you're breaking up rocks because you need rocks. So metal, rocks, wood, those types of things are important to build your HQ, to build your headquarters. And then you can put all your stuff in. I really enjoyed the fun of it. Again, I'm going in there with the expectation of, hey, this is just a play test. This is not going to be how they roll it out. So that in itself was like, wow, this is the graphics were great. You could hear the walkers in the background, like, coming at you. So there's a sense of impending doom. I don't know if they'll add some surround sound in there. So if you put earphones on it and make it more ominous, I hope they do that and some other things. Maybe they're going to have like fog of war and maybe do some dark during the evening and then the daytime to mix it up a little bit. So there's just so much stuff going on with the potential of this game. It's incredible. A few things that I would like to see them work on is, one, for mass adoption of these games, it has to be, in my opinion, these games have to be an easy buy-in. Now, granted, there's going to be a play for free, ability where you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy an NFT or Arsenal or any of that stuff. You can play for free. However, if you do want to earn, then they actually had some things where it, to be honest with you, was a bit like I wasn't going to do that because I'm not going to spend the equivalent of $1,000 on something for this game for the playtest. I'm not going to do it. And reality, I'm wondering how many people can actually afford that. How many people can actually afford to spend $2,000 on an in-game digital asset? So I don't know. If you have an idea, for mass adoption, I'm talking in the millions. I think we may need to consider, I hope, and this is not just Gala, and I'm not criticizing them because this is the model on a lot of these games. A lot of these Web3 play-to-earn games, there's a cost, there's an expense to, hundreds of dollars into thousands of dollars to get involved. And quite honestly, how long it would take you to return on your investment, your ROI, I don't know. So, but I am not willing to spend $1,000 or $2,000 on a digital asset right now that I just don't know. And I don't know how many people, especially being that we're in a bear market, just coming out of COVID, I'm not sure. Tell me your thoughts on that. Tell me what you think. Do you think that that's unreasonable? What do you think? But I think having a price point or at least a tier section where maybe you can get in at a lower asset for maybe $50 or $25 USD, however that plays itself out, I think that would be better. And then work your way up. But anyway, that was one of my biggest challenges, is that I'd really would like to see it be more appealing financially for people to want to buy into these games and have their assets. Yes, I get it that they're your assets and you can keep them, but I don't know about you guys, but I don't have an extra $1,000 or whatever lying around for a digital knife or a gun or whatever it would be. So, but that's just me. The other thing, which was my biggest area, is unless you're a gamer, and unless I miss something, there's really, it's almost like you inherently know what to do. Having like some tutorials for people, some video or PDFs or something that gives people the opportunity to know what the hell to do before they get into the game. I think that those two areas, the price point of getting involved when you're buying assets and having people understand and know what is the nature of the game. How am I now, to Gala's credit, they actually had in the Discord, and I found out they had a PDF like cheat sheet that gives you an idea of what to do and how to do it. And I was really appreciative of that. And that's all I'm asking. Just give people who are going to play the game an opportunity to know how to play it, as opposed to just jumping in and you just automatically through osmosis know what to do, how to do it. You need to do this to do that and that to do this. It could be a bit confusing. And I think those two areas are my main areas that I'd like to see at some point. And maybe they are, and if they are, fantastic. This is an amazing game. It's beautiful to look at. Just the way they had it structured. Once they expand the world and make, I think there was 9 zones. I believe I was on an AMA last night, and forgive me if I'm wrong. If I am, let me know. I think they're gonna have about 90 zones for people, because again, you're talking of like thousands and thousands of people playing at the same time. So I think that will make a huge difference, make the world more expansive. One thing that I thought was really cool was that one of the walkers that I killed, and this was the only time I had it, it made like this weird gurgling sound at the end. I thought that was pretty awesome, because I'm like, okay, talk about attention to detail. It was very subtle, but it was very cool. It was like, it was like this gurgling sound. That was really bad imitation, but that was really cool. And I remember stopping going, wow, man, that was really cool. So this was a fun game. I think that it has tons of potential, and I cannot wait. I love the game. I love playing it. Other than the technical issues, which will get worked out, and Gala Games is an amazing ecosystem. The games they've got coming out and what they're doing, I just can't say this enough. Gala Games is a sleeping giant. But anyway, guys, this video is running really long. I really enjoyed playing the Walking Dead Empires playtest. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I want to hear what you thought. Did you play the game? I appreciate you guys all very much. I want you to have a wonderful day. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps.